All right, as we get these holes drilled here, in this video we're going to be talking about how to break down a small lake. This could be an actual small lake, it could be a spot, a part of a big lake, a dredge hole, anything like that. An area that you know there are fish in or you think there are fish in, and how to find the sweet spot within that area. We're going to start with on the water experience, and then at the end of this video, jump to the end, I'll do an actual breakdown of Third Lake and Trempealeau is where I'm at, and I'll pull up Navionics and show you exactly what I did to try and find these fish. So stick around. Hopefully this can help you get out and catch more fish. Alright, so when you come to a new body of water or an area you haven't fished, I'll do the same thing on Lake Onalaska, even though I fish it all the time. I have places that I like aren't there already. But what's going on Third Lake, it's a little bit deeper on this side of the lake. It comes up on that other side of the lake. And if you look down the lake, you can see where most people are fishing. And so you'd assume that's where the fish are, but that's not always the case. And so when I'm exploring, or right when I first come out, before I would set up a shack or anything, and I don't fish in a shack very often anyway, but before I'd set up a shack, drill all these holes. So I drilled 6 holes going across this. I'm gonna fish all 6 and give each hole just a couple of minutes, and real quick you'll know which holes have the most activity in it. If you have tip-ups and other stuff, then you can still put some things in other holes, maybe, and just look at the depth, or if there's weeds or not, if you're trying for pike or bass or perch or whatever. But highly recommend doing that anytime you go out somewhere. I've watched 4 or 5 groups of people come out here since I've been out here. They come out, they set up the shack, drill holes. Maybe they know exactly where they're going, but I doubt it. I bet they just think that's the spot they want to be and where they've got them in the past or whatever. But don't do that. Drill some holes first. Look for that sweet spot, that sweet zone, and you'll have a much better time out fishing, catching a lot more fish while you're out there. Hopefully that helps you out. Let's go catch some more. This is exactly why I drill a bunch of holes. The first 3 holes were bust. Didn't even mark a fish. 4th hole out there, there's lots of fish down there. They're decent sized marks. That's a nice 8-inch gill right there. I'll take you out there now. I still have more holes to check, even though I'm catching them there. I'm gonna check those other holes, but I'll see if I can catch another one here quick first. Nice bluegill. There we go. Another awesome bluegill. It's beautiful. Still get some more holes to check though. But we'll drop it here. Let's quick without a bait. Let's see what happens here. There's more down there right now. Look at that. Always little. Okay. Little guy. There's more. There's a big one down there. I think that's the one I was trying to catch. Maybe that little one came in and got it. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Jeez. He came just annihilated it. That's not the one I was after either. I was way up above it. Once again, like, not a cleaner. Nice one to catch. There we go. Is a very nice bluegill right there. Now it only goes. Got it. Got it. Work. That is not. This is not gonna be a bluegill. I assume it's gonna be a bass. Come on. Hit up the hole. Oh, you're not even that big. Jeez, dude, that's a really feisty one. There we go. Catching bass, dude. That's a good last drop in that hole. It's been a pretty good day. Lesson for the day is, and it's kind of the same lesson always actually, keep moving around, or not even keep moving. Drill more holes. Okay, so before you set up, drill a bunch of holes. I drilled a few holes in this little line, marked a couple fish, but not very much, and then you get to a hole and all of a sudden that's where all the fish are at. You want to be on that spot. And that spot changes throughout the day, so when your fish go away, move around again. But yeah, at least started out that way.
We did on the ice, but sometimes I think it's nice to see the contour lines and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so this is going to be a lake breakdown for Third Lake up in Trempealeau. And so this should help you out if you're fishing small lakes. This lake is only maybe 80 yards wide. I was able to fish one end to the other. I went all the way up to there and all the way down to there is where I was trying to go. And or any hump, a big lake, a small section of that big lake is how you break down a little piece to find the sweet spot. So if I zoom in a little bit here on where I went, you can see there's some slightly steeper contours on the one side, and then it gets more gradual as you go across. And so what that does is the fish, sometimes they're up on that steep edge, but other times they're out in the middle of the basin, and sometimes they prefer to be the flatter side. Every day can be different. Throughout a day can even change. And so what I did when I went out, I drilled holes, and I think I drilled 6 holes going across that whole section. And then I went through and I fished all of those holes and found this first hole, okay, right on that edge. I did find some fish there. Then I had a couple holes that were a bust. And then the next couple holes had some decent fish in them again. And then I got to where I was shallow and weedy. And what that does for you is now if I want to move around the lake, I know, okay, I can follow that edge or I want to follow this edge. And in this case, you can see it, so they were avoiding this like main basin area. It was a dead zone. I shouldn't say dead zone. There was fish around, but definitely not as many. And so if you're going out and fishing a hump, let's say, drill 6 holes in a line, 50 or 60 yards from where the basin would be all the way up to the top of the hump and fish all of those holes. And when you find the zone that the fish want to be in, you can fish around that whole hump that way, or you can fish around the entire lake that way, which is what I did here. So I knew, I'll zoom back out, I knew the areas the fish were going to be in. So as I went this way, I'd fish in some, and then I'd fish out some, and in some, and out some. And if I came across a random hole, I'd fish in the middle. And I did the same thing all the way down the lake, exploring and looking for stuff. So it shortened up my exploration time a little bit. A couple other times I did drill 4 or 5 holes going across just to make sure, and it was kind of always the same. On a different day, they might be in a different spot, but hopefully this helps you out. I do this every time I go out anywhere new or anywhere I haven't been recently, and so I'd encourage you to do that. Drill some holes in a line, find the sweet spot, then set up, and you'll have a better day, catch more fish. Good luck. Get out there and catch them.
Beautiful.